and welcome to TechO How To. I'm TechO, your loved one substitute teacher, your international technology expert. What does that mean? Well, I'll teach you how this darn nabbit technology works. Enjoy the video. Today's video will be about how to use YouTube. First thing you're going to need is your computer, Windows, something like that. You'll have a couple of different browser options. Now, you may remember using a browser like Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer got discontinued back in 2022, unfortunately, so if you remember one that looks like this, give it just a second. Your internet speeds may vary, so you may be waiting longer or shorter than I. So if you remember one that looks like this, with the E with a swoop, it's no longer being supported. So if you have that, you'll have to replace it, or hopefully you already have one to replace it that's installed. If you used the Safari browser, which used to be supported, it was an Apple browser, it looked like, let's see if this one right here. If you have the old Compass, that's no longer being supported either. It got discontinued back in 2012. If you have one of the newer ones, or you're just on a Mac, you can still use the Apple Safari browser. This is Microsoft Edge. It's what they replaced the Internet Explorer browser with. I highly recommend this. That's what I'm using right now. The other option is they did make a new Internet Explorer, Internet Explorer 11. You can use this, and it may already be installed on your computer. It's going to be pretty much an identical experience. That's up to you to decide which one you want to use. This was a picture of the new Apple Safari. So we're going to open up a new instance of the Microsoft Edge or another browser. You should come to something like this. It's going to be a blank screen. Microsoft is going to load in a news feed that they make. It should just load in just a moment here. There we are. Okay, it's asking about privacy stuff. You're just going to have to accept that. The terms and conditions for most companies are not optional. In fact, I would say 99.99% of companies, you have to accept them to do anything. This is just a nice little thing where you can see some of the current stuff that's being on the internet. To get to YouTube, you could either go to bing.com through this search engine, or type in Bing right here, or you could type in Google right here. But if you want, you can actually type in the URL of the website if you know it. Keep in mind, I misspelled it. So let's fix that real quick. Keep in mind that some websites will be a .com or a .net or a bunch of other different options. .com is normally the most popular. .net is the next one, and then there's a couple of other options, but every country can have its own dot. So just keep in mind that your website you're looking for may not be a .com. YouTube is. And as you saw, I didn't have to type in all of this, the HTTP/ or the www. You no longer have to type that in. So it makes it slightly easier to get to a website you're looking for. Now, YouTube won't let you, by default, use it to watch YouTube videos. You can watch a YouTube video through a link without an account, but to get on YouTube and just start surfing YouTube for videos that you're looking for, you have to have an account. So you got to click sign in here or here. Either one's fine. Now, if you don't have an account, don't worry. If you have a Google account or a Gmail, you already have an account because Google owns YouTube. Now, let's say you don't have one and you don't have an email or phone number associated with a Google account. That's fine. Let's create one. We'll do personal use, not a child and not a business. We just want a normal account. So we're going to type in our name, like Bob Smith. Next, and then we're going to pick our date of birth, whatever your date of birth is. Doesn't matter. You can choose your gender. You could also do rather not say if you'd like to do that. Oh, it's an invalid date. I guess I can't be that old. What about this old? Can I be this old? I can be that old. They allow that. So if you have an email that's not a Gmail, you can use that to create your Google account. So if you have a Yahoo or a Hotmail email, you can type that in here. If you would like your own Gmail address, though, you can click on this one right here. For this, you can make it whatever you want. So like fish, gear, 40, there, let's do that. Let's see if that's available. That's available! If it wasn't available, it would say it's an invalid or already taken, and you'd have to type in something else. You can make it whatever you want. Do you want it to be John Jameson, John Smith, John Smith's Incorporated? Whatever you want your email address to be, you type it in there. For your password, you can type in whatever you want. You do have to use a special symbol. That could be anything from an exclamation point or a hashtag, whatever you want. A lot of people use as a hashtag. In order to see it, like how I have it set now, you just click Show Password. Then you can type in your password, whatever you want it to be. Don't do what I'm doing right now and misspell the word password, although I guess that would be slightly more secure. You want to make something unique to you. You could use your grandson's date of birth and your first dog's name and the street you lived on, although those are all easy to guess nowadays because people can look it up on Facebook or other social medias you might be on. So make a secure password, write it down, or store it on your cellular device. Push Next. It's creating your account. Just wait for it to load. It will also check if it thinks your password is secure enough. We're not going to update that right now. You can do a recovery email. So if you have an old email like Yahoo, Hotmail, something like that, you're welcome to type that in. So if you ever forget your password, you can use that email to recover this email. Alternatively, you might use a loved one's email, like your grandson or your granddaughter or your mom's or your dad's. You can type that in. They'll have to verify it, though. For now, I'm going to skip this step. There we go. Look at that. I can review my info. This is the terms and conditions. Unfortunately, like I said, you don't get a choice in these. You're welcome to read through them. Most people skip them and don't actually read them. But I can't recommend that you skip them. If you're worried about it or you've never read one of these before, I recommend reading through it. We're just going to agree to it. We'll confirm. And now it's loading. You can look up here again, and it says it's loading. You just have to wait. There we are. And okay. So YouTube may do this. I am logged in. If you look right here, I have my account, but it doesn't show any videos. Just give it a second or two. Then you could either click the refresh button on your browser, or you can just click youtube.com. It'll refresh the page, and in just a couple of seconds. All right, it looks like the algorithm had to have one video for you to be able to generate a feed for you. So if you click on Shorts, it will autoplay some sort of vertical video like this. And then as soon as 1 second of it plays, if it ever does, there we are.
I could not believe how different.
There we are, and now we have a feed. We can now see videos that are being recommended to us from YouTube themselves. Now, you can search for whatever you need. So let's say you need to know how to update Windows 11. You can search for that, and there'll be YouTube videos all over the internet about how to update Windows 11. You could also search for other things you might need, and you can just watch those videos. I will be working on YouTube videos based on what you guys comment below or other ways that you communicate to me what you need. So if you have a problem with any type of technology, you're welcome to comment below on this video or any of my other videos to let me know, and I'll either reply to your comment or I'll make a video, or both of those. I would love to help you guys with more technology advice, but this is how you get on YouTube. And if you want to subscribe to a specific YouTube channel, let's say you found one that you really, really like, NBC, sure, let's say we really like NBC News. We can click on one of their videos, go to their YouTube page, and you can click on subscribe. Don't worry, this isn't like a newsletter. Subscribing doesn't cost a dime. It's absolutely free, and if you click on subscribe, their videos will automatically appear in your home feed. You can also turn on the bell. You can have it personalized, none, or all. All will make it to where any videos this YouTube channel posts, you will get a notification and your little bell notifications right here. So I highly recommend that you go to TechO YouTube. Let me show you what that channel looks like. So if you're watching one of our videos, you can either do what I did for the NBC one, which was, if we go back to it. So let's say you're on a TechO video like you're currently watching. If you're on a TechO video, this right here will say TechO How To. You can click on the channel and it will take you to the page that would look like this. It will have videos that we've posted, and you can click on the subscribe button right here. You'll know you're subscribed when it says subscribe, and there's a little bell, just like we did with the NBC. Once you're subscribed, you will see all of our videos in your feed, and if you really want to know when we post a new video, do all, and it turns into a white bell, and you'll know every time I post a video teaching you guys more about technology. If you have any other questions about YouTube, please comment below. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.